住的城市
City of Shanghai.
有政策呢，它是也是有阶段性。
像现在我们的孩子去了美国。
My friends are here very much.
Because what is in the need of Israel is in the capability of China, and what is the need.
So, what's your understanding on the Jewish migration to China during World War II?
It's very easy to understand. It's really easy to understand, and there was an argument within the leadership of the Jewish community of Europe. Because you have to understand, we are talking about the 30s of the previous century. Hitler came to power in 1933, I believe it was January 1933, in a democratic way. Not by revolution. He came to power after the German vote for him, and then he started all his machines against the Jewish people. And the Jewish people in Europe, before the war started in the 1st of September 1939. Before that, the Jewish people feel that they have place in Europe. And you have to understand, they were European. A Jewish German was sure that first of all he's a German, and Jewish Brit from England the same, and the French the same, Spain, everywhere. They behave first of all like European, and then like Jewish people, and they realized that they are losing the ground, and no place in the world allowed them to move, to go there. And a very courageous consul general, Chinese consul general in Vienna, decided to submit to issue visas to the Jewish people. And he can issue visas only to China, in this case to Shanghai. And there was an argument, if we, the Jewish people, can leave our home in Europe to go to the other side of the world. Because for them, China, it was the other side of the world. And several 10,000 came to China, to Shanghai, and saved themselves. And I can understand the situation in Europe when they are losing ground all around, and they realize that the only light in the darkness around is somewhere in Shanghai. And some of them decided to go. And I'm talking about 1938, before the war. 1938, maybe, yes. And the consul general that issued those visas, Dr. Frank, he's from a small city next to Changsha in Hunan province. I visited his hometown. I visited his graveyard. There is a small museum, and the Chinese remember him as a hero, and absolutely right about it. And this is part in history that you see that one man, one hero, can take the right decision and doing whatever he believes must be done. Not listening to his superiors, not looking around, but understand that they have to save these poor people, in this case the Jewish community of Europe, and he did his utmost in order to do what must be done. And they lived there, and there is till now the museum of there were two synagogues. One of them now is a museum, and I must tell you that the Chinese authorities, in this case the municipality authorities of Shanghai, are doing a wonderful job now. They put the names of thousands of people without asking us, and they have done a wonderful job though. And we really appreciate their behavior and how they're taking the history of the Jewish community in Shanghai very seriously. And the same in Harbin. It's the northeast. The Jews came through Siberia from Europe on the ground as merchants, and some of them fled away as refugees. And Harbin, they have the new one, I believe. He is now, they just renovated. the municipal government of Harbin. The mayor visited Israel several months ago, and I talked with him. I visit Shanghai and Harbin, and you can feel the Jews were part of it. And the synagogues, it's huge buildings that you can't miss, and now they have it as for culture and for museum, and there is a cemetery.
What do you see as the future of Israel-China relations?
I believe that we are only in the first step. There is an old Chinese say that I used to use it in Israel before I dreamed to be in China, to be the ambassador to China. A long march, and the Chinese understand what is the meaning of a long march, start with a small step. We are in the first small step of a long march of the relation between the continent of China and the state of Israel.
What are some of your final words to the Chinese people?
I am an old chap. 2 weeks ago, I became 71 years old. So as an old guy, I will say, remain Chinese. All the old values, your tradition, is very strong. It's the right thing to do things. So remain Chinese. Don't try to be something else. And if you will stick to the old tradition, the sky is the limit.